Age restricted. Ready up. People not seemingly get the message of ready up. Oh, sure, you wouldn't even notice. Lol. Right, well, that was a bit lucky. Right, come. Oh my god, people are not readying up. Simple instructions. Press. Ready. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to... Kieran, I was done streaming at about 9:30. Hello everyone, welcome to the finale. Just me today. Jamie is rang in sick, but for this finale, I hope it will be decent. Let's get the stream shared out, shall we? I've just pressed the wrong thing. Alright, so get ready. 15, 5, there we go. Right, so it is the finale, as everyone does know. Both championships are still yet to be decided, the drivers and the constructors. Constructors is closer than the drivers. I will go through them obviously, because Jamie's not here, my amazing co-commentator. If he's in this stream, I'd like to say it's been a pleasure for the however many months, 3 to 4 months. Yeah, it's been a pleasure. I hope Mr. Peace finished with his shit. Yeah, I noticed that in the chat. Anyway, good luck everyone. I'll go through the standings now. Actually, let me just put it. I'll just ignore what is going on in that FP chat. Not FP chat, F5 chat, but you know, oh well. Is a dry qualifying? Very clear from what it looks like. So that is decent in a way. Don't know if it's going to be rain for the race. We have our trusty weatherman, also known as Warren Haig. But anyway, I'll go through the drivers' standing. So winning the championship is Jay Carty. White Fowler with 110 points. Jack Tyler is second with 102, meaning that Jack Tyler is 8 points behind. And I'll go through how he can win the championship after I've gone through the standings. Third is Shoy with 89 points. Fourth is Simmer with 80. Jay Carty in fifth with 80. Sixth is Mr. P with 79. Warren Haig with 72. Niels with 68. Then Jamie Met with 27. Gazman 26. Stim 24. Bailey 21. David Warbank 15. Storm 11. LFC 11. BUA 11. Awesome Dude. I've read it wrong. Storm 11, LFC 11, BUA 10, Awesome Dude 8, Smudge 6, Dave 6, Johnny 6, Timmy 5, Notorious 5, Kian 5, and Conry, Miles and Alice haven't scored. But yeah, this is the finale. Jack Tyler has to get third place. If White Fountain does not finish, it has to be a third place. Cannot be a fourth, because if they finish on equal points, White Fountain will win on win count. There are other possibilities, but I'll go through them if they occur or are going to occur. Meanwhile, in the Constructors, it is a lot closer. It's two-horse race now, basically. So, leading the Constructors is Renault after their dominant performance last week in USA. They are now leading by 1 point. They have 161 points. Sauber have 160. So it essentially winner takes all. Whoever gets the most points, I believe, wins. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, whoever gets the most points wins. That is literally how it will go. Whoever gets the most points out of them two teams will win. We don't need the other teams. The other team that can still win is McLaren on 137, but that is incredibly unlikely. Oh, there's Awesome Dudes off, and there's clipped the barrier. It's an interesting start. It's an unorthodox way of warming up, it says. Is Luke Bailey on a lap? Luke Bailey is on a lap. We'll go board. As he's just gone through Dunlop Cove, coming up into Degner 1 and Degner 2. Takes it quite nicely. He's on a set of mediums. A lot of people are on the mediums, to be fair. So, could be interesting. As he's just gone through the hairpin, so comes up now. A little mini straight leads all the way up into Spoon, which is a long left-hander. This comes up in the Merc, takes it quite nicely down into fourth gear. Doesn't want to run wide on the exit. That curb will kind of spit you out. Does take it quite nicely. Goes on the curb slightly, but keeps the car stable. Now coming down the back, leading to 130 off, flat out left-hander. Not exactly flat out in the wet, but you can try it. And not when people go side by side through that. Now coming through the final chicane to finish out the lap. Jack Tyler with a 28.5. Luke Bailey will be doing a 30.8. Damn it, no he didn't. He did a 31.4. Tried to guess. And Keane goes quickest with a 28.2. Couldn't get any sentence out. Who else is on a lap? Let's have a look. White Fountain was, yes, he's coming up to the hairpin now. What will it be? The hairpin, the final chicane. It's going to be a 30.6 invalid. Not the greatest lap from White Fountain there. Jay Carty goes fourth. Yep, Jay Carty goes fourth. Similar's just starting a lap. Mr. P's on a lap as he's coming up through about to reach 130R. This is the worst camera I've ever seen in my life, but oh well. Anyways, he leads up into the final chicane. What can he do on a set of super softs? He wants to be challenging for pole. He said he can be challenging for a podium. What will it be? A 28.1, and he goes provisional pole. B-Way went 6th, but that's not a very representable lap. Now it is Awesome Dude who's coming up to 130R, seems to be catching people at the right time. Who's that? Someone? Warren Egg has gone 4th, and Simo and LFC are out. No fish, just me for the finale. Awesome Dude comes across the line. It will be a 33 or 32.9 invalid. White Fountain's going around again. We'll see what he can do. Can he beat the Renault of Warren Haig? Comes on the final corner. What can he do on that set of mediums? It is a 29.5, which is just behind Warren Haig. Simo retiring does give a nice advantage to Renault in the constructors at the moment, because Simo will be starting towards the back of the grid. Warrenegg's already 4th ahead. It's kind of up to Jake Harty to help, I guess, but obviously there is 26 laps to do that. Yeah, Simo, that's like not the best time, I would say, to retire. 1 second. Just need to turn my light on. It's getting a bit dark. Right, back. Voice crack. I did have a slight voice crack. Yeah, you don't have to say that every time, Jamie, just because you're not here. I know you used to do it. So, ayo. Shoaib, he's just driving around. Miles around the final corner. What can he do on a set of supers? 28.9. In the chat, obviously don't say if you're Jack or White Fountain. Who do you think will win the championship? Jack has got very slim odds. Miles is taking the lawnmower approach to the first sector. Watch this bottle job of a masterclass, right? So he says Fountain will win. And Jamie says Riptide. I want to guess it's a dry race. You can tell me, but I just have a feeling. I've got a feeling it's dry. Just quite unfortunate. Yeah, fully dry. But out of top 5. Okay. A lot of people have voted White Fountain to win. I'm not obviously going to say. I'm remaining neutral. It's a weather race. That's an interesting one. That is definitely an interesting one. Shoaib just seems to be having a nice drive around. Not really pushing for a lap. No, he's just invalidating every time. Perhaps he's saving up for something, I don't know. Maybe tonight or tomorrow, preferably tomorrow or potentially tonight, I will put the awards for F5 up. The drivers, constructors, fastest lap award, pole positions awards, most wins award, most podiums award. Just trying to list awards, and obviously I'll let you guys vote for. It'll probably be on Twitter because the forum's never really used as Notorious takes a little bit of a detour on the grass. But yeah, on Twitter after the race there'll be a bunch of polls going out for like best rookie, best overtaker, best defender. So yeah. Who is next? Jake Hart's still driving around. Same as Luke Bailey. Same as Shoaib. What are these guys all doing? As Jack Tyler goes quicker, so they're 27.6. That is kind of what he needs, but he can't. Would that work? He would win the championship if it stayed like that. Like if Jack won, Notorious is now out. So this is helping Simo. If Jack were to win, White Fountain would need, at lowest, dry race. Yeah, if Jack won, White Fountain would need to get P4. Yeah, I've already said that. Mr. P. Oh, he snatched it off, Jack Tyler. Oh, that's a little bit of a plot twist there. Mr. P beating Jack. That's going to definitely frustrate Jack. Mr. P has had a woeful second half of the season. Woeful's probably a kind word, to be honest, to show his second half of the season. Not even gone near the podium. First 5 races of the season, consistent podiums, and then he just dropped off. No, JP, I don't. But this is like the first time all season I've done a solo comp, so I might just enjoy it. It's the first time all season. Check Tyler Pitts. Kian driving around. Warren Haig needs a good performance to win the constructors with Shoaib. These two are usually, well, both the Renaults are usually good at qualifying, so let's see if their expertise can be put to use. People in the chat, put your predictions for pole as the clock is about to go below 5 minutes remaining. Warren Egg's the only one actually on a proper lap for now, so we'll stick on board as he's just gone through his spoon. Me, Jack. Yeah, White Fountain's got an 8-point lead. And he has more wins by more than one over anyone. Oh my god, my voice has died again. He's got more wins by more than one than anyone. So even if, like, for example, Jack Tyler won and White Fountain came fourth, where Warren Egg is right now. Warren Egg would win. Oh my god, White Fountain would win on win count. This is a dreadful day. And I believe Warren Higgs ran out of fuel. So that's going to be a long journey back to the pits. Shoaib is still going around on 7-lap-old mediums. And currently he's inside the top 10, so he doesn't really fancy qualifying on 7-lap-old mediums, I don't think. Because that will certainly be interesting. That's all I'm going to say. BUA is just on a lap as he comes through turn 1. Got a few points on the board for Red Bull. Red Bull are not the bottom of the constructors. That is to Force India. Force India are currently on 11. Red Bull are 9th, joint 9th to Haas. So if they do well, they can get 8th. And there's actually a yellow flag, which there's only a few drivers out on track, but I have a feeling it could have been Andrew. But anyway, as BUA comes through the hairpin, quite nice. He's on a set of softs. Only half the grids have really selected the supers, so it's quite interesting. Oh, who was that? That was Shoaib. No, it wasn't. That was Warren Haig taking a bit of a detour. And Warren Haig will not get back to the pits in time, so that is it for Warren Haig. 4th is the best he can do. He's not going to get back in time, which is kind of unfortunate. But BUA around the final corner, what can he do on a set of soft tyres? It will be a 1:30.8, which does put him 7th. And yet Warren Haig isn't even back to the pitch yet, and his pit crew would kind of need to do a miracle for him to get in and out. But no, but that is definitely it for Warren Haig's session, unfortunately. Oh, his engine revving in the pits. Mr. P's just started a lap. This could be very important. He needs to improve. Jack Tyler's only half a tenth behind him, just a little bit more. And Jack can certainly improve. Keane's in with a shout. White Fountain, obviously, but White Fountain's on a set of softs, so he's going for an alternate strategy. But anyway, back on board as he goes through Dunlop curve. He runs wide on the grass. He's on the grass still. Loses the back end, does save it though. 32-2 in the first sector. I wouldn't be surprised if he is down with that grass wobble. Oh, he goes wide there again at Degner 2. Coming up now into the hairpin. Takes that quite nicely. The number 29 Mercedes out through the long right-hander, leading up to Spoon. He's not backing down, so he may still be up, or he's just off his time. Coming through Spoon, takes that very nicely at the entry. What about his exit? He's run wide, and that is in the wall. He's overcooked it. He needs to get off the racing line. And I did have a sneaky suspicion that could have happened. He was pushing, I think, a bit too hard. He went on the grass a few times, even clipped the gravel at Degner 1. Also do round the final corner. What can this man do? What he will do is a 28.2, which puts him 4th. Now Jack Tyler's coming through Spoon. What can he do? He needs an important lap here. A very important lap. He needs to go pole. To have any chance of winning the championship, pole would be the best place to be. He comes through 130R. He's not backing down, so he looks like he could be up on his time. Braking for the chicane. Takes it quite nicely. I don't think he's up on his time though. No, he's not. No, he's not. Interesting. Keane, one to look out for. White Fountain's in 7th, so yeah, that is interesting. If it stayed like that, White Fountain would win on win count. Miles around the final corner. What can he do? He goes 6th. Jay Carty around the final corner. What can he do? 4th. That's big for Sauber, to be fair. If it stayed like that, Sauber would win the Constructors. So that's big for Sauber. And if they finish on equal points, Sauber would win. Just to confirm. If in the Constructors the top 2 finish on equal points, Sauber would win on having the most points in rounds, if you get my drift. They had basically like more wins, in a sense. They had more points during some races, if you get my drift. Like the races where they got the most points, effectively. Anyway, yeah, that is it for qualifying. Mr. P is on pole. That is someone I didn't actually expect. But anyway, yeah, Mr. P is on pole, and the top 4. Wow, hello. Top 4 are separated by less than a tenth. Jack Tyler 2nd, Keane 3rd, Jay Carty 4th, 5th is Orson Dude, 6th Warren Egg on a set of softs. 7th Miles, 8th White Fountain. That is not where he wants to be. He is in 8th. He would lose the championship if he stayed there. VUA in 9th, Luke Bailey 10th, and Shoaib 11th. And Simo, Jimmy Met, LFC, that's who Viking Stefan is. And Notorious did not set laps. Yeah, Jack, all I'm going to say is good luck. Same to White Fountain. At the moment, Jack, you are winning the championship if it stayed as it is. You would win it by 1 point. So let's get ready, people in the chat, for your predictions for the race winner. I'm going to put it to Jack Tyler. So there, the formation lap does begin. A lot of people not on the super softs. There are only 6. The remaining are either on a set of softs or a set of medium compound tyre. As I said, Jack will win the championship as it stands, but there are 27 laps in between. So anything can happen. Also, White Fountain is confirmed in ROC, PSGL ROC, which will be on exactly 2 weeks' time. If you want to go and vote for the track, please vote Hockenheim. It is on the PSGL main Twitter. And I had a slight voice crack then. Who cares? But yeah, for that poll, if you haven't voted yet, please vote for Hockenheim, because I'm racing and no one likes Belgium. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, everyone's going up through Spoon. Mr. P is leading the way, something we have not seen in around about 6 weeks' time. More than that, 9 weeks. It's been ages since Mr. P's been anywhere near the front. F3, 5 people jump started. Well then. I know F5 have got the best numbers for the night. Which is quite impressive, F5. I have to give credit to all the drivers. We seem to consistently have pretty good turnouts, which is quite nice, especially compared to last season. Last season was a bit of a definitely a rough patch, all I'm going to say, for turnouts. But this season, everyone has actually listened to me, and we've got good turnouts. And hopefully this finale before F1 2019 will be quite nice. Thank you, Connor. Because to get ready, Mr. P will line up. Notorious will be the last one to line up. So as we get ready for the finale, this is the other one on the night, the only race of the night which has a Drivers' Championship on the line. But as we get ready, 3, 4 and 5 red lights. Away we go for the Japanese Grand Prix. Mr. P getting wheel spin off the start, but a very good start. Keane's already jumped Jack Tyler. Jack Tyler's already now under pressure from Jay Carty into turn 1. How are they all going to go? Nice and cleanly. Keane tries it around the outside of Mr. P, but does not get it. He's down the inside this time. Mr. P's off the track. Keane takes the lead. Jack Tyler inherits P2, and there's front wings off in the background. White Fountain has got wing damage. Championship leader, wing damage. Jamie Met is out. White Fountain down in 8th, and he has wing damage. Jack Tyler up in 2nd, so as it stands, Jack Tyler would win the championship. And White Fountain has got some kind of recovery to do here. Miles is up into 5th, down the side of Jay Carty at the hairpin. It doesn't leave him much room, just enough for a car's width. As they come through the right-hander leading up to Spoon, and Miles has got the position. Will Jay Carty go down the inside of Spoon? No, he doesn't. He thinks better. This is definitely the place to be, AMS. The only Drivers' Championship that can still be won. There's someone else off. Simo's off and out. So that's not good for the constructors. So now Jay Carty is a one-man team as he's just past Miles for P5. Also in the constructors, the gap between Sauber and Renault is 1 point before this race. So yeah, constructors are close, and so are drivers. White Fountain pits on that one with wing damage. This race is now a recovery race for him. He needs P4. Well, at this rate, he needs a P7. If Jack Tyler stays in 2nd, it is a P7 needed. Back up the front, there's a nice gap from second to third. Let's have a look at wing damage down on the grid. Warren Haig has got wing damage, so that is good for Sauber. Warren Haig is the only one to have wing damage. 3 people have pitted for new wings. Tatal seems to be losing ground slightly to Kian. If he is keeping an ear open for the stream, he will know that at the moment he will be winning the championship, but he knows that if he overtakes Kian, makes it 10 times harder for White Fountain. Because if Jack Tyler takes the lead, and White Fountain needs a miracle, is that him? No. Oh, it's Notorious though, which would have helped White Fountain, but he's nowhere near. Who are you on about, Mark? I don't know who you're on about. Kian sets the fastest lap. Mr. P then sets the fastest lap, so his pace is starting to come back, and he's probably going to catch up to the back of Jack Tyler at the end of this lap, coming up lap 3 where DRS has been enabled. Unlucky, Simo, you just got to hope that Jay Carty carries you. Well, as it stands, you've lost the constructors. Yeah, you've lost the constructors as it stands, but there's still 24 laps. Anything can happen. But yeah, the only few people within a second of each other is the top 3. So I'd love to see a top 3 scrap for the lead. I did say in the chat, make the finale a good one, and at this rate, it could be. Warren Egg with the first 3-second time penalty of the day. More troubles for the Renault driver. A lovely shot there as all 3 of them go up the hill leading up to Spoon. Kian leads, followed by Jack Tyler, followed by Mr. P. Awesome Dude only a second and a half behind. Awesome Dude's actually had quite a decent start. He has overtaken Jay Carty. Mr. P is putting on pressure. Jack Tyler's lost out to Kian now, hasn't got DRS. Mr. P has got the DRS. Not yet though, obviously you don't get it through 130R breaking down into the chicane. He's a lot closer than I think Jack would have hoped for. Now down the main straight, only 2.5 tenths is the gap. Opens his DRS, has to pull to the outside. What will he do here? As I see, oh, slight contact between them and Mr. P's off. I'd say that was a racing incident. Jack is going to be pushing for this. He's defending what right now is a championship. But yeah, 3 retirements already, only 12 remain. As Awesome Dude picks up a penalty. If I do like slightly, my internet is being a bit wavy. Don't know why. My internet just is a bit on the dark side at the moment. As Jay Carty's trying to get past Awesome Dude, as Awesome Dude isn't that far behind Mr. P either. But Jay Carty's, we've got a really awful camera shot of the side of that Sauber. Coming into Spoon. This position is quite needed for Sauber. I think they win the constructors. Yeah, if he gets that position, they would be provisionally winning the constructors. Through 130R, nothing is going to change at the moment. Shoaib is closing in on Miles, which is not what Jay Carty and Simo want. Also do clips the grass. Miles picks up yet another penalty, and Jay Carty with DRS should be fairly comfortable. Also do just defend the inside, but Jay Carty should be comfortably ahead, and he is going into turn 1. Jay Carty is up into 4th place. Quite a hectic start, I must say. Shoaib now on the back of Miles. Miles is on a set of super softs. Does run wide. Shoaib is on a set of softs. Miles' car looks incredibly unstable if I've ever seen it. Like incredibly unstable. May have overheated his rear tyres. Shoaib will want to approach with caution. White Fountain is now in the points. So So interesting. Miles goes on the grass. And Shoaib squeezes down the inside on the lead into the hairpin, but does back out. Miles does seem to be a little bit dangerous at the moment, I must not lie. Here comes Shoaib. He has got a very nice run as they go for the right-hander. Miles isn't leaving him much room, but he's just enough room. Will Miles defend the inside? Yes, he will. And he's track extended. He's gone off probably to China and back, but he still keeps the lead. Oh, the lead of the battle. But here comes Shoaib again. Will he go for it down the side of 130R? Will he get the move done before 130R? Yes, he will. Oh, Miles hits the back of him. And I believe that's the end of that battle. So Miles has got wing damage, which will actually help White Fountain. But Mr. P on the back of Jack Tyler again. Jack Tyler losing time to Keane. He runs wide there. Keane is a person who is really not going to be helping Jack at this present moment. Well, Miles come out. It is behind White Fountain. So White Fountain is now up into 9th place. More points for, I believe, is the American driver. Let's go and double check. For the American driver. But still, as it stands, Jack Tyler would win by 2 points. White Fountain is still to pit again. Oh! Mr. P's hit the wall hard at 130R. Wow, I did not see that coming. He's out. And that once again helps White Fountain, and White Fountain is now past Notorious. And Notorious is off with wing damage. And White Fountain is now up into 8th, and he'll be up into 7th. He'll be in a championship winning position now. Yeah, White Fountain now will win the championship as it stands. He's still yet to do a pit stop though, but if Jack Tyler's got one ear open, he may want to push. He is now not in contention. He's not in contention for the title. Well, always in contention, but not going to win it. But Warren Ake is putting the American driver under pressure. He's on a set of mediums. Mountain has pitted already. Fountain's pitted already. Yeah, I know. He got wing damage on that one. Brandon, the championship situation is White Fountain is 8 points ahead of Jack Tyler. If they finish on equal points, White Fountain will win on win count, whatever happens. So Jack Tyler needs to outscore White Fountain by 9 points to win the championship. And as it stands, they'll finish with a gap of 0, and White Fountain will win on win count, which will be quite tough for Jack, I'd say, losing on no points. Yeah, they are level at the minute, and as Marcus rightfully pointed out, White Fountain is still yet to pit. Oh, he has to pit again, sorry. Jack Tyler is still yet to pit. Same as the top 5 are all still yet to pit. But White Fountain seems to be struggling on the back end. Here comes Warren Haig. Will he pull to the outside of the inside? It is the outside. I think he's got it. He is up into P7. So now Jack Tyler's once again leading the championship. So Warren Haig could be Jack Tyler's lifesaver this race. This is the only battle at the moment. The rest of the grid seems to have separated themselves. There are only 11 runners left. which is quite unfortunate, but oh well, it does happen. Japan, quite a dangerous circuit, unforgiving, a lot of spin areas. I find this we're losing track of Warren Egg. Has he still got wing damage? I can't tell. But Keane's in, and there's yellow flags, and that's Miles. Yeah, that is it for him. Keane's in, so he doesn't want to get undercut. He's on a set of medium, so he'll be going to the end, and he will come out. Ahead of BUA 9. Yes, ahead of BUA 9. Comfortably in 4th. So Jack Tyler will come out in between. And if Jack Tyler doesn't hurry up, to be fair, and pit soon, Jack will be overtaken by BUA in the pits. As Luke Bailey, he's closing in on an AI car. White Fountain's losing track of Warren Haig, so not looking good for White Fountain. Looking amazing for Jack Tyler, but he'll win it by a point, provisionally. Obviously, still one. Well, the gap is 1 point. Still 18 laps to go. Well, I'll actually go on board with Jack as the yellow flag is set to 2. It's not notorious. It's Jay Carty in it. Yep, Jay Carty's off. Oh, this race is going bad to worse for Sauber. They had a chance of winning the Constructors. One driver has retired and the other one has just been in a spin through Spoon. He's losing the back end all over the place. I think he's overheated his tyres as Jack Tyler pits, so that he doesn't lose too much time via the undercut. He'll be pitting possibly for a set of softs. It is a set of mediums. I really thought he got stuck in the pits there, and I was going to really get annoyed. But yeah, Kia is going to fly past Jack Tyler. BUA is under pressure from Awesome Dude, as Awesome Dude just picks up the position into P4. Jay Carty will come out behind White Fountain. So White Fountain again is going to win the championship as it stands, but White Fountain still needs to pit. And I personally think the championship battle is going to keep switching around between the two until there'll be one inevitable winner. Who that winner will be, I don't know. We'll have to find out in 17 laps time. Yeah, no real battles at the moment. Awesome Dude picks up a 3-second time penalty. It could come down to BUA and White Fountain. The gap between them, 5.7. Welcome, Simon. All I am going to say, though, is the championship at the moment, it's probably not even in Jack Tyler's hands. It's in everyone's hands. Jay Carty's hands, Warren Haig's hands. As Jay Carty's closing on White Fountain. White Fountain does seem to be struggling on them set of softs. He's not really found the groove of the yellow striped tyre. He's under pressure from Jay Carty. Jay Carty's going to go down the inside fairly easy and simple. And Jay Carty's up into P7, and White Fountain's been demoted to P8 again, and now is not winning the championship. Championship is back and forth at the moment. And also, as it stands, Sauber, Renault have won the Constructors. I wonder where Shoaib will come out around about maybe just behind his teammate. But I think Warren Haig is still yet to pit, so I won't say it's over for Sauber. It's unlikely. Miles has rejoined even though he's 50 seconds off any car. Also, seems to be... I don't know if that gap was gaining or getting further away. And the gap between them was 2 seconds. White Fountain seems to be heavily struggling on them set of softs. Really hasn't found their groove. Or found his groove, sorry. Yeah, unlucky. Maybe just a too high ballast or something. And he just went through 130 on, spun it in B-way pits. So he'll be picking for a set of mediums. He's still flagging set to 1. What's the yellow flag for? I don't know. There was a yellow flag in set to 1. Nothing, I suppose. But Jack Tyler's losing time to Awesome Dude. So yeah, that's not going to bode well for Jack if he gets overtaken. Because again, White Fountain is winning the championship as it stands. So this race is Ipsy and Turney. Not even that didn't even make any sense what I just said. But anyway, who should we go on board with? Will Shoy pit? I think it's too early. Oh no, he's in. Doesn't speed, which is crucial. What will it be on? It will have to be for a set of mediums. Will it be a nice pit stop? I know I don't know what I just said, Connor, but you said some weird stuff in FP, so I'm allowed. And he comes out ahead of his teammate. Wow. Very good there from Shoaib. So yeah, that's basically it. Renault have pretty much sealed the constructors now. Both drivers are ahead of the Sauber. So unless something unorthodox happens, yeah, Renault have won the constructors. Jack Tyler picks up a 3-second time penalty. That could be crucially important, as Awesome Dude is not 3 seconds or further away. If Jack Tyler were to lose this championship on penalties, I guarantee he will not be a very happy man. Or should I say boy. J-Kart is close to within a second of Warren Haig. Warren Haig is on slightly more worn mediums. Meanwhile, Shoaib was on a set of cold mediums. So J-Kart is on the best of the 3 at the moment. Thanks, Mr. P. Also, I'll say it now. I'll be commentating F5 again for F1 2019. I did say on Twitter that I wouldn't, but I've had a change of heart. I will commentate. FP, no. I'll let someone else do that league. I think that league is a one season only, I'd say. Kind of want to keep rotating it. That's what I see anyway. But anyway, let's not talk about FP, let's talk about F5 at the finale. And also next season. Next season, obviously everyone knows by now, there'll be no season. Yeah, there'll be no third season. There will be ROC. We will be backing the F5 lot, which is at the moment White Fountain and Jack Tyler. I will be in that race, so I'll be backing them too, as well as racing for myself, which, you know, I can do 2 things at once. Yeah, so we'll be cheering them on. And also I'd like to give a credit to LFC, or also known now as Viking Stefan, or Stephen 7, for being admin of F5 alongside me for the whole of F1 2018. We've kind of, this is the new F5, the one that got invented at the start of F1 2018. We've kind of just took it and nurtured it into something new. I'd say it's gone pretty successful. First season was a bit of a downer, but this season definitely improved, definitely more exciting. White Fighting Pits, he will come out. Oh no, oh, I got heavily worried again. Yeah, turnout's been a lot better. And oh, what's happened here? White Fighting, he's a bit slow. B-Way backs off. So yeah, White Fighting is up into P7, where he needs to be. Notorious is going to stop go. So now Jack Tyler's going to lose the championship, and I don't see B-Way getting past White Fountain, so yeah, Jack has to win the race. That is the only thing he can do now. He has to gain 3 seconds on Kian, and Jack has got a pen. I don't know about Kian. I don't think I've seen one appear. So Jack has got a lot of work to do. Shay Kant is within a tenth of Warren Haig. And Warren Haig pits, and Jay Carty takes P5. Yeah, White Fighting will win on win count. Oh my god. Oh no. Jack is literally, oh no. Oh no. I wasn't on board. I didn't catch it. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jack. Jamie, that is not appropriate. Well, commiserations, I suppose. Let's see, can he lose? He can lose second place in the championship, but highly unlikely. If Shoaib wins, Jack will be demoted to third in the championship. But now I may as well already congratulate him. White Fountain has now won the F5 championship, probably not in the best way, but he's won it. Jack Tyler, you've brought your bottle out at the wrong time. Jack, if you want, it's up to you. Do you want to be interviewed after the race? It's up to you. I know you're probably going to be a little bit annoyed at the moment. Let's see if I can set to 2. What's that going to be for? I don't know. Jack, you want to be invited? I know you're going to be a little bit annoyed, but it's a part of racing. You win some and you lose some. Miles, yeah, he is on for a point. He's quite lucky because he's actually been able to get back in his car. In another league earlier today, I lagged out and wasn't able to get back in my car. So, no, he's there. He's driving, he's solid, and I don't think AIs can speed in the pit lane. I don't get how I didn't come back, that's annoying that. But, no. Yeah, if Miles finishes, that's a point, and he's now being lapped. But I believe that is Shoaib. No, it wasn't. He was lapped by Warren Haig. Actually, let's go on board with Jay Curtis. He's gaining on Shoaib. Miles, driver of the day. Yeah, he didn't have a point for the whole of last season. And he's going to get a point this season. Finale. Yeah. And miracles are happening. All we can say, Jack, is unlucky and just focus on wherever you will be next season. Most likely, maybe F4. Just unfortunate, Jack. I've not been in a position like you, thankfully, but I can kind of get what you're feeling. There's the fucking sector 2 again. Oh, BUA's out, and I just cracked my elbow. Ow. So that promotes everyone behind up a position. So Miles is now in 9th, and that is more points for the Haas driver. I don't know his nationality. I can't bother to go and check. Yellow flags are up here. How has he binned it through the right-hander? That's a bit interesting. If anyone's got any questions, the race is a little bit boring at this point. He's Welsh, okay. If anyone's got any questions, PSGL or non-PSGL related, I'm not too bothered. Miles will get more than 1 point. Yeah. If anyone's got any questions, yeah, Jack, I think you can do that. Yeah, Blizzard does need a teaching on how to race cleanly, and I think you're an excellent teacher on that art. Yeah, I think should be an F1. Oh my. What do you think of this race? Because it was quite good for the first 10 laps in my opinion, and then it's kind of just got a bit dull. Jack Tyler's, I'm not going to say bottled it, I'm going to say got unlucky. I've not even started Simmer. That's Thursday, this is Friday. Got plenty of days. Still got 5, oh my god, I can't even count. 4 days. Still got 4 days until I have to even touch that livery or make one. Driver of the season, that'll be on Twitter after. But anyway, my driver of the season would... Let's have a look at the championship. It would obviously, one of them would have to go to White Fountain. Another person I'll have to say is Shoaib, because he has done fairly well. He's put himself 3rd in the championship from kind of like out of nowhere. He's had a very mediocre season, but he's been quite consistent, which has got himself 3rd in the championship, and he's 3rd right now. Also, if anyone doesn't know, starting May 5th, 2019, there will be a 6-race season for a new, not a new tier, but kind of like an event for PSGL. It's called PSGL Formula Experience. The most experienced drivers ever to embrace PSGL will be racing in there in the 6-race calendar. Realistic cars, 2 rounds I believe are classic, and I will be commentating. It will be on this channel, so there will be no more commentaries from me until May 5th, where there'll be a few guests. I'm planning every single race there'll be a different co-com, but perhaps not, I don't know. But yeah, it is sure to be exciting. I'm not going to announce who the co-commentators will be for it. Have the commentators for ROC been decided? I actually have no clue. I think so, but I'm not 100%. Keep the questions going, because yeah, the race has definitely reached a dull point as Miles lagged out again. I can't really give him the points. He hasn't really done 90% of the race. He's like lagged out a few times. He's left. I can't really class him for crossing the line in AI. If he was still in the lobby, maybe. He's not even in the lobby. Luke to win? I don't think that will happen, unfortunately. We already had that one shock win of the season where Gazman won. I'm not sure what round that was. That was quite an interesting round, that one, I do recall. Italy, yep, definitely the one of the races of the season. A lot of carnage. A final lap scrap where Jack Tyler did a double overtake, but then got penalised after the race, so which cost him a podium. And that penalty, would it have cost him the championship? No, it wouldn't have cost him the championship, so at least he can't blame it on penalties he has received. It is just today he got unlucky, retired, and yeah, that is him out of the championship fight, and that is him out. That is White Fountain crowned no champion. Merc win. We fitted his car with a twin turbo. Oh, he's not really using it very well. For a twin turbo, 4.2 litre V8. Not really seeing that much power. In the middle of nowhere with a 4.2 litre V8. Needs to be in a tunnel. Right, there's a slight battle emerging for P2. There is something going to be happening towards the end of this race. Between Shoaib and Awesome Dude, Jay Carty is only 2 seconds down the road as these guys all start lap number 24 out of 27. Jack, if you are still there, you didn't answer the question. Do you want to be invited to the podium interviews? Yes or no? As you know, we are getting extremely close to the end, so Season 1 was a little... I was a title fight. Yeah, what happened to you? So you really went downhill, no offence. You kind of went downhill severely. But maybe for F1 2019 you could be back up there fighting for the championship. If you're still in F5, obviously. I know we've gone through our troubles as admin, definitely this season included. There's a few names who I won't mention who have caused trouble. But yeah, overall it has been a good almost a year, a good game season. I don't know. I don't really fancy mentioning names, Mr. P. He is one of them though, yes. He's got to start lap number 25. There's a three-way battle for P2 to round out the season. Who will win out that battle? There's a yellow flag going on, and Miles is not going to classify. Oh, he is! Magically now. Some heavy blistering on that. There's yellow flags, but what's the yellow flags for? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, there is some heavy blistering on that Ferrari. Jack, answer the question. Do you want to be invited to the podium interviews after the race? Yes or no? White Fountain pits. He's probably going to go for fastest lap. Yeah. Right, there's three battles emerging. Jay Cott is closing in on Shoaib. This doesn't make any difference to the constructors. Renault have already won it. Unless Shoaib and Warren... No, never mind. They have already won it. Yeah, they have already won it. It is kind of impossible now for Sauber to win it. Unless both Renaults retired. Which is unlikely. Jay Cott says it down the inside. That's a very impressive move. And Shoaib gives him a nice little squeeze. He goes side by side. A Renault and a Sauber, the top two in the constructors, going side by side. They've both got DRS, so it's just a plain drag race going down into turn one. Oh, and Jay Cott keeps it down the inside, and Shoaib goes off the track, and Jay Cott gets into P3. The people who will be in the party for the podium interview will be Kian, and then whatever the top three will be, Jack Tyler and White Mountain. And you know what, maybe Warren Haig, because he won the constructors. So we have a full party. We can interview 7 people. Jay Cott closing on, not on Shoaib, on Awesome Dude. Shoaib has dropped back, so it is just between these two for second place. Jay Cott looks like the guy who could get it. He will get a tow down this straight. That was a really nice helicopter shot. Now as they're about to reach 130R. Andrew or Awesome Dude will have to defend, and he doesn't defend, but now he'll have to defend the inside line here for the chicane. He does defend quite nicely. Oh, Jay Cott clips the grass. He's got quite a nice exit. Awesome Dude will not give this up as they do start the final lap. My mic is going to get tangled with this, but anyway, down the inside, around the outside goes Jay Cott. He's got the move, and he's up into P3. P2, sorry, not P3. But anyway, very impressive move from Jay Cott, and I believe he will keep it on penalties. Yep, thank you, Mr. P. I'll check Twitter. A lot. Hello, Onyx, you've arrived on the final lap. We don't know about that, Mr. P. We don't know where anyone will be, to be honest. But anyway, let's get on board with Kian. His first ever race win, and it will knock Force India up in the constructors. So, bottom of the constructors will be Haas, I think. Yes, Haas will be bottom of the constructors. Nice, Onyx. Here comes Kian through the final chicane. Here is... It is his first race win, and it was the finale. Kian takes the win of the Grand Prix, and Schreiber's got to stop go. Who will come? Who comes second? Oh, Jay Carty second, Shoaib third, Awesome Dude fourth. Warren Haig will take fifth, and then we'll go on board actually with the championship winner. Or we won't crown him that until he crosses the line. So as he comes through Spoon for the final time, he already knows he's champion. He's seen the message appear. He's probably smiling, crying, I don't know. I've had that feeling not to win like that. Warren Haig doesn't get the fastest lap, but I've had the feeling of winning the championship, and I have to admit it does feel quite nice. But anyway, White Fountain around the final corner. For the final time, he's slowing down to a snail's pace. Wins the championship. If Miles reports that, if Miles reports that, that could be interesting. But Kian is your winner, Jay Carty second, and Shoaib in third. I'll go through the remaining. I don't know, to be fair. If Miles reports it, then the championship is not won at the moment. So Kian is your winner, Jay Carty in second, Shoaib third, also did fourth, Warren Egg fifth, White Fountain sixth, Luke Bailey seventh, and Notorious eighth. That is your finishers. Non-finishers: Miles, BUA, Jack Tyler, Mr. P, LFC or Viking Stephen or Stefan, Simo, and Jamie Met. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Jamie. He took him out. But anyway, I will invite the top three: Warren Haig and White Fountain and Jack. Right. So let's go through the list. You can all hopefully still hear me. Sorry for the blue screen. I am on my own doing this. £100 should easily be enough. You'll easily get a steward's decision for £100. Yeah, true. Nothing would actually happen. I just realised, yeah. Doesn't matter what you do, he wins the championship. Sorry for the blue screen still, I'm still inviting everyone. Really? I have to type in his whole name? I believe I'm missing someone. It is Shoaib. And that is everyone. Oh yeah, you don't have a mic. I've invited you anyway. I believe that's everyone. All 6. I don't believe I've got anything wrong there. Yeah, I don't believe I got anyone not invited. So I'll just wait whilst everyone joins. We've got 2 people waiting on 2 more. Still 2 more actually, I forgot about that. One second, I'll see if they join. There's Kian, and we'll just wait on Shoaib. You know, we'll start without Shoaib since he's not joining the party. I'll deal with the title situation after. We'll start with second place in the race, Jay Carty. Been quite a good season for you. Quite a good race for you as well today. Any highlights from your race you want to say?
Probably just the little battle at the end there with Shoaib and Awesome. That was close, good fun. But nothing other than that, it was quiet. My little spin about just before I came into this office.
This isn't really congratulations, but you did get the most second places out of anyone. You got 4. So say it is a positive. It's not a win, but it's podiums, so...
Yep.
My other question is, I know there is no other season for PSGL, but where do you... This may be a stupid question, but where do you think you'll be for F1 2019?
Hopefully, on the new game, still be pushing up at the top. Hopefully, convert some of the second places into wins, perhaps. But yeah, near the top, hopefully.
Okay. Also, commiserations. You do come runners up in the constructors. You, Warren Haig and Shoaib did get more points than you and Simo today. So.
Yep.
Commiserations. Now we'll move on to Kian, race winner. Only 5 points previously, and that was in USA last week. How does it feel to get a race win?
Good. Yeah, I haven't won a race for about a year, so always good to win a race.
Was there any highlights? Because it seemed like you were quite dominant up front.
Yeah, I had more pace in the bag, but I just thought, well, I just didn't want to put it in the wall because I've done that before. So I just, if I needed to respond to anybody, if there's someone was catching me, I'd just pick up the pace a little bit and just keep a gap.
Okay,
yeah.
The final question, it's the same as Jacob, is a bit of a stupid question, but where do you aim to be for F1 2019?
There's not a full aim, I just want to continue to improve. Obviously I've just started on the wheel, so I just want to keep going and get faster and faster as it goes, so yeah.
Right, so we'll move on now to the 2 people in the championship, first and second. Firstly, we'll go to the runner-up, Jack Tyler. First of all, commiserations. What happened?
Just a backhand run out, and that was it. No saving it.
Okay, do you think that you had the pace?
Well, up towards that lap, I was losing, gaining, but then I started gaining, and then, yeah, that happened. So
Okay. I'll ask the same question. Where do you aim to be for F1 2019?
probably a little bit quicker than I have been this season, because some races have been awful, some races have been good. I want to be consistent, probably hopefully in F4, and potentially challenge for the title, but no words really.
It's unfortunate. As I said, commiserations. It happens. It's a part of racing. You just gotta come back stronger.
Cheers.
Moving on to the championship winner, White Fountain. How does it feel to win your first championship in PSGL anyway?
It felt very, very good. It's a shame Jack crashed out because it was like a bummer in the end. I wanted to win the championship on track together with him and not because he crashed out. But it feels really good. Had some good races this season. Had some bad races this season. But yeah, I'm really happy with the championship.
Indeed. Were you? This is about this race. Were you worried when you got wing damage on lap 1?
Yes, I was very worried. I was counting. I was watching the stream. Like Jack Tyler was second. I was thinking like I need to get into 7th to be equal with him. So I was a bit scared. I wasn't gonna make it until he crashed out, and from that lap to the end, it was just cruising and enjoying.
Okay. The same question as everyone else. You probably won't be in F5 next season, obviously. But where do you aim to be for F1 2019?
I'd like to be on the same pace. I don't know if there's gonna be some major changes to 219. We'll wait and see when it comes out. But I hope to be around the same pace or maybe even quicker.
Okay. Well, that'll be it for F5. This was the last championship to be won out of all the tiers, so there are no more left to be won. That's been it from F5 for F1 2018 also. As I said, you'll see me commentating May 5th, and from PSGL F5 it's been great, but we will see you in 2 to 3 months time.